gentlemen, welcome. My name is Nonito Donaire. I will be starting off. I'm just kidding.
The press conference, which will discuss uh, the other three world title fights on our card, featuring Manny Pacquiao against the welterweight champion Jessie Vargas on November 5 at the Thomas and Mack Arena in Las Vegas, which is hosted by Wynn Resorts. Now, before we discuss November 5, we also will be putting on a Unimas card on Friday night, November 4th, and it will feature some terrific fighters. One of them is here with us now. He'll be training with Abel Sanchez. His record is 22 wins and no defeats, but he's still a young guy. When he first started with us, he was, I think, 16 or 17. He wasn't shaving. Now he has a beard. So let him come up here and you can look at him. Alex Aceto.
Good afternoon, everybody. My record is 22-0. Very excited to do my debut in Vegas. I'm going to be training in the altitude with Abel Sanchez. Looking forward to that. And hope everyone goes out and enjoys a good night of boxing the night before and the fight night. Appreciate everyone for the support and see you guys there.
Thank you. Now, as you know, November 5 will be a pay-per-view card organized and promoted by Top Rank. We have accomplished a tremendous amount. Every outlet that has traditionally carried pay-per-view in the past, satellite providers, cable systems will be on board. Plus, we have some other ways that we'll be distributing the telecast. We're very, very excited. As you know, this week we announced our announcing team for the fight, and I think it's going to be very informative and entertaining. Brian Kenny will be doing the blow-by-blow. Stephen A. Smith, the mouth that roared, with an opinion on everything, but God love him. He's very, very interesting and very entertaining. He'll be the analyst. Tim Bradley, who fought both Manny Pacquiao and Jessie Vargas, will provide commentary, expert commentary, and Carissa Thompson, who appears on NFL Fox programming, will be the host for the commentary team. And of course, Christina Pancher, who's here with us today, will be the roving reporter because we have so many title fights on the card. She will have the opportunity to interview various participants between rounds and between fights. Also on the card, as part of the international telecast, we're pleased to state that the Pride of Brazil, the gold medalist in the lightweight division in the Rio Olympics, Robson Kansikoa, will be on the card in his professional debut, a 6-round fight, and we're very, very pleased that we'll have the opportunity to have this terrific young fighter make his pro debut on this outstanding card. Now, as I said, we have 4 world championship fights on the telecast. 4. And they're fighters from 6 different countries, all of which, or practically all of which, have been insulted by Donald Trump. So that sort of ties everything together. In the first of the title fights, we have the pride of China, Zhou Shiming, fighting for the vacant flyweight title against an Indonesian fighter with a name that I'm too old to pronounce. Maybe some of you can. I hope the announcers can. But I call him Mini Manny, because if you look at this guy, he's a spitting image, but a little smaller, of Manny Pacquiao. So when Shiming and Mini Manny fought in Macau a year or so ago, and it was a terrific fight, and I saw Shiming landing punches on Mini Manny, I was shocked and dismayed because I thought Manny Pacquiao was getting beat. But it wasn't Manny Pacquiao, it was Mini Manny, who's a terrific fighter. And so is Zhou Shiming. He has been a participant in 3 Olympiads. In the first one, he won a bronze medal, and then in Beijing and London, he won gold medals, and he really popularized the sport of boxing in China. Now, Top Rank has done many fights in China, Macau, in the mainland, and boxing is booming now in China, thanks largely to Zhou Shiming. So please welcome today from China, fighting for a world title, Zhou Shiming.
Hello, good evening. 今天我来了，我还以为我的对手，看到画面上我还以为我的对手也来到了现场。
I thought my opponent come today.
他长得太像 Manny Pacquiao。
He looks like Manny Pacquiao.
在2年前我和他有过一次对决，但是2年以后我们又重新的站在了一个舞台。感谢 Top Rank 给我这次机会，让我在我梦想的舞台，在拉斯维加斯的拳击舞台上完成我拳击金腰带的这样的梦想。我相信，我会有更好的表现。也感谢在场所有到场的媒体，还有我们来自中国的媒体，然后把我们所有的比赛的信息，散发出去，让全世界来瞩目。
2 years ago, I fought with my opponent in Macau. And this time, thank you for Top Rank to make us to stand on the stage again for the world title. Thanks for Top Rank to help me to come out my dream, make my dream come true in the stage of Las Vegas. And also thank you for all the medias coming today. And hope you can make the news all over the world to help us to pay attention to Chinese boxing.
再次感谢 Bob 先生，然后我将是用最强烈的我的最好的表现，然后让我成为他旗下新诞生的一名新的职业拳王。
Thank you for Mr. Bob again. I will make all my best efforts to be a new world champion who signed with Top Rank.
Thank you.
I hope you guys realize that there'll be hundreds of thousands of homes watching the cards on pay-per-view in the United States. There'll be many homes watching around the world, but it is estimated that this card, because of Zhou Shiming, will be watched by upwards of 50 million homes in China. So this audience will be absolutely tremendous. It will probably be watched by more people, this card, than watch the boxing matches on premium cable in the United States, and that goes around the world. This match alone will top all of the matches together. This will be a huge, huge audience, thanks largely to the quality of the card and also, of course, to Zhou Shiming. Now I want to move on to the next fight that's on the card, and we're not going in necessarily the order of the fights that will show on November 5, but in an outstanding fight on the card, we will have the second title defense of a rising star in boxing, both in the United States and his native country of Mexico. Oscar Valdez has lit up the firmament of boxing and is ready to carry the torch for boxing, not only in our two countries of United States and Mexico, but around the world. We believe that he is a future major star in the sport of boxing. And he'll be going against, in his second title defense, against the #1 rated contender from Japan, who has won 12 straight matches, all by knockout, who's a ferocious puncher, and this should be a very, very competitive fight. So before we call Oscar up, I'd like to bring to the microphone his managers, Frank Espinoza Sr. and Frank Espinoza Jr. Frank?
Thank you, Bob. It's been said, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Well, I have a fighter who's fought those battles and earned many victories. His most recent fight earned him a world championship title. That fighter is none other than Oscar Valdez, the two-time Mexican Olympian. On November 5th, Oscar will be stepping into the ring with Osana, a Japanese tough fighter, to defend his title for the first time, but he's up for the challenge. I want to thank our team, Manny Robles, Edgar Hassel, Frankie, Oscar Valdez Sr. We appreciate all that you've done for us. Also, I want to thank Bob Arum for making this happen, and Top Rank for showcasing our talent. November 5th will be a night to remember, and you won't want to miss this fight. Valdez is ready for his next victory. Thank you very much.
And now, let's welcome the featherweight champion of the world, Oscar Valdez.
Good afternoon to everyone. First of all, I want to thank Bob Arum for making this happen again. Putting me in such a great card like this one, it means everything to me. I want to thank my team. Obviously, first my trainer, Manny Robles. We do a great job in the gym. I want to thank him, Edgar Hassel, our manager Frank Espinoza, Frankie. Especially my father has always been with me in the corner. Even though he's not here right now, he's always with me at the same time. I'm very excited for this, my first title defense. I got a lot of friends that tell me that they were world champions at their time. It's not hard to get there, but to maintain a world champion. And they say they always got nervous in their first defense. So right now I'm staying very focused. Not let the not let being nervous get to me at all. You know, I still consider myself as a regular fighter. I don't see nothing special just because I have a belt. Just try to work hard like I used to. You know, staying hungry. That's the more important thing for me. You know, my trainer always tells me, we win the fights in the gym, and right now we're doing our best to keep on winning. You know, we're gonna train hard so we can win this fight. You know, like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm grateful again with Top Rank for letting me fight in this such a great card. You know, me training beside him, Jessie Magdelano, means a lot to me because he has a tough fight against him. You know, he's fighting Nonito Donaire. It's a tough fighter. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great card right now. So, I'm more excited than ever to have my first title defense. I'm gonna do my best to put the Mexican flag as high as possible and come up victorious that night. Thank you so much.
First off, I would like to thank Bob Arum, Todd DeBuff, and Top Rank staff for making this fight happen. On November 5th, Jessie Magdelano will take on world champ Nonito Donaire for the WBO Super Bantamweight title. Speaking on behalf of Team Magdelano, I mean, we have tremendous respect for Nonito Donaire. I mean, his record speaks for itself. With that said, I have tremendous confidence in Jessie. I mean, this is a perfect example of when opportunity meets timing. The timing couldn't be any more perfect. Jessie has dreamt of facing Nonito Donaire for a long time and is eager to show not just Donaire, but the boxing world who is Jessie Magdelano. On November 5th, I have no doubt that Jessie will be the new WBO Super Bantamweight title champion and a force to be reckoned with in that division. So do not miss Magdelano versus Donaire in what, in my opinion, could steal the show. Okay, thank you.
And now with a record of 23 wins, no defeats, 17 of those wins by knockout, the number one contender for the 122-pound title, please welcome Jessie Magdelano.
Wow, the time is finally here, you know. I'd like to thank Bob, Top Rank, Frank Espinoza, Manny Robles, Edgar Jalso, you know, for making my dream come true and finally going up against a great fighter. November 5th is going to be an action-packed fight. We are more than ready, and we trained our butts off for this fight. What can I say? It's my dream come true. You know, this is a big fight for me. I'm going up against a tremendous fighter. And working next to Oscar Valdez, you know, seeing him with his title just makes me hungrier and makes me want to accomplish my dreams just like how he did. And having a team behind me like Frank Espinoza and having a great trainer, Manny Robles, even though we barely been working with each other, it's like a perfect fit. I haven't connected with a trainer like the way I connected with him in a very, very long time. And it's just going to get me better for this fight, and we are more than ready for November 5th. Thank you.
The Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, was born in Bohol, Philippines, raised in Gensan, a city that I've visited on a number of occasions. Of course, Manny Pacquiao lives there. And he came to the United States as a young man and fought in the American Amateur Program and then launched his professional boxing career. He's here with his manager, Cameron Duncan. This is a unique opportunity for Filipinos to see on the same card the two Philippine icons, Manny Pacquiao and Nonito Donaire, is something that they have been deprived of for many, many years. And now, on November 5, they will get to see these two most famous Philippine fighters fighting on the same card. Nonito is a 4-division world champion at 112, 118, 122, and 126. In 2012, he was voted the Boxing Writers Association Fighter of the Year. He's a tremendous fighter, and he always gives his all. Please welcome the Philippine Flash, the champion, Nonito Donaire.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here. I'm grateful for this moment. Jesse's camps and everybody, they're very respectful, and I'm grateful for that and taking this fight. I mean, he's been calling me out for a long time, and he is well-deserved of this challenge to be able to fight for November 5. But most of all, it's undercard the Pacquiao's fight, which been a long time coming, and you guys have the gift of watching two Filipino stars in one card. So that's something that I'm really excited about. But most of all, I'm very excited for the mindset that I have now. The person that's within this ring, or that's going to be in that ring, is a man, is a king. And whoever steps in that ring is my ring. This is my house. And that's the passion that I will be giving inside that ring. Is a champion and a victory. An outcome of victory, and that's what I see, an outcome of victory, and that's what I have in my head, that's what I have in my heart, knowing that the guy in front of me is a hungry lion, but you have a hungry dragon right in front of me, and like I said in a joking way, I devour lions for breakfast. So thank you.
Before we conclude, I want to say something that I have been wanting to say for a while. A lot of you people have said to me, is boxing dead? And I don't think I've replied as forcefully as I should. Boxing not only isn't dead, but it's on the cusp of a great resurgence. You have all of these great young fighters from the United States, from Mexico, and from all around the world who are coming to the world stage. Boxing is followed by more people than almost any other major sport. And boxing, because of this young talent, will not only succeed, but it will flourish. It will be bigger than it's ever been. Wait, you see. This next 10 years, we are on the cusp of really time in boxing where the people all around the world will join together to watch our great athletes perform. I'm very proud of the people, the young men in this sport, and wait you see what's going to happen starting now in these next 10 years. Anyway, the tickets are still available at the Thomas & Mack. When we made this fight, because the building is quite large, Manny insisted that 7,000 seats be priced at $50. There's a little over 1,000 of those seats left, and so people should buy them now, because I don't want any complaints the week of the fight that there are no more $50 tickets, because we started with 7,000, and when they go, they go. Tickets are at 50, 100, there's some more hundreds left, 300, 500, 700, and there's a handful of $1,000 seats remaining. I want to welcome everybody who comes to Las Vegas to watch this event. You're not going to be disappointed. I urge you to come over to the Treasure Island on Friday night and see a great night of boxing, and then on Saturday to see an exceptional night of boxing at the Thomas and Mack. So thank you all for coming. If you can't make it to Las Vegas, it's available on pay-per-view. We expect a very, very big audience. The price on the telecast is $59.95, and believe me, this is a card that's well worth the price. Thank you all for coming today. We're going to take some pictures now.